Today, I downloaded a mod that adds hyper-realistic guns into People Playground. But there's a twist. I gave people these hyper-realistic guns and forced them to fight to the death in a bracket-style tournament to determine which of these hyper-realistic guns is the strongest. Alright everybody, and here we are on the bracket that I have made for this video. And as you can see here, I have every single realistic gun from the mod I talked about in the intro on this bracket. So I mean, without wasting more time, let's start with round one here, which is a knife versus a VZ61. Now, I did include a knife on here just as like a control kind of. This round should probably be a wash. And here we are back on People Playground here. On the left, we have a person with a knife, and on the right here, we have our guy with the old VZ61. And this is the gun right here, which it does look pretty realistic, I'm not gonna lie with you. Now, I'll quickly spawn in a normal gun just before we get started here, just to show you how realistic these guns are in comparison. So this gun right here is one that's actually in People Playground, and then obviously this is the realistic one. So it'll be interesting to see how these perform. But I mean, without wasting more time, let's start the first round. All right, here we go. I do have the game in slow motion just because I feel like these rounds are gonna go by quickly. Okay, they have engaged into a brawl. The guy with the scorpion is missing all of his shots. Are you kidding me? Oh no. Okay, the knife guy took a few shots to the head, and yeah, that's the game already. Wow. Congratulations, Scorpion. You have won the round. All right, here we are, round number two, where we have the Saiga 12 and the FN Fail. Okay, here at the next round. Now, before we get started, I just want to take a quick look at the guns here. Right here, we have the Saiga 12, which looks absolutely wicked. Here you go, buddy. And over here, we have the FN Fail, and this thing looks even more wicked. It's so weird having something this realistic in the game compared to these, like, white blob guys. Like, it just doesn't look right. But, I mean, here we go. Next round of 3, 2, 1, here we go. Whoa, okay, they are immediately raised their guns here. They're immediately firing. Was that a shotgun? Holy crap, that lasted 2 seconds. Yeah, this thing shoots out multiple shots. Look at this thing. Holy crap. The Saiga 12 clears that round easily. Up next, we got the IZH and the FAMAS going against each other. Okay, here we are in the playground. Over here, we have the FAMAS. And then over here, we got the IZH 43. Now, this thing looks like a powerful shotgun. This thing looks like it could do some damage. I have a feeling the shotgun's gonna win this round, but I guess we'll have to see. So, I mean, if that was getting more time, let's start the next round here. And oh my god, hold on, slow motion here. Things got wicked there quick here. I had to put it in slow motion here. Both guys still have their guns raised at each other, but for some reason, they're not shooting. I'm not sure why. Oh my lord, that is brutal. Oh, and that's the finishing blow right there. This thing is insane. Without a doubt in my mind, the IZH wins that round. All right, up next, we have the Samopal versus the Scorpion. Okay, here at the next round. We already know what the Scorpion looks like, so we won't spend too much time on it. But the Samopal, what is this? This looks like a wooden tooth. I mean, I guess let's let these two fight it out. And now they're refusing to fight. All right, here we go, here we go. The round has started here. I think these are both pistols, if I'm not wrong, or at least the shape of that thing is. And the Samopal guy is just not shooting, probably because he doesn't know how to shoot that ancient technology. Dude, do something. What are you doing? This guy's being, this guy's like a sprinkler. Just kill him. He's not even dead yet. Now he's dead. Thank you. All right, well, the Scorpion wins that round. Up next, we have the PP-19 Bison versus the AR-15. Okay, here we are at the next round. Over here, we have the AR-15, which I'm sure most of us know what an AR-15 looks like. And over here, we have this big old PP thing. This thing looks wicked. All right, well, the round is starting here. The guy with the PP raises his weapon, and the guy with the AR-15 is just standing there. Dude, raise your weapon. You gotta raise your weapon, like, right now, man. Hey, raise your weapon. Okay, now they're both raising their weapons. Okay. The AR-15 already took quite a bit of damage, though. He took, like, 4 bullet shots before he even raised his gun, and he's still refusing to shoot. Dude, why are you not shooting? Shoot the Okay, he did shoot and he completely missed. Oh my lord, this is a sad showing for the AR-15. Or just keep getting shot, man. Don't even try and defend yourself. Yeah, that's a stupid idea. Don't shoot the gun you have. No, you're right. That was a bad idea on my end. Sorry about that. Also, the sounds for these guns are insane. Like, listen to this AR-15 shoot. It just breaks the game audio. All right, let's move on. The PP wins that round. All right, next up, we got the M16 and the 5.7. Now, I'll be honest with you here. This round doesn't seem fair. Over here, we have the M16. This thing looks insane. And then we have the 5.7, which this thing actually looks really realistic. Like, you can even see the grip details here, which is kind of crazy. But, yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, I guess let's ignore that, and let's start the next round here. All right, both guys raise their weapons. The guy with the 5.7 is shooting a little bit too high right now. He needs to lower his weapon just a tad. And the guy with the M16 is just getting a bunch of shots in right now. Oh, okay, we got a shot off the guy there. The guy's gonna fall off the edge here. Dude, shoot your gun. Oh, brutal, man. That's just sad. But I mean, doesn't really matter. M16 wins that round. All right, up next we have the Glock 17 versus the Moisen. I'm not even gonna try and pronounce that second word. That seems like that could get me in a little bit of trouble there. Okay, here we are at the next round. Over here we have the Glock 17. And over here we have this massive behemoth. This thing looks wicked. I mean, really anything can happen here. And holy crap, the guy with the Glock immediately got his gun up. I mean, that was wicked fast. The Glock might have a chance of winning this here. Ooh, the Glock is actually getting some pretty good shots off here. This is insane. Is the Glock gonna seriously win this round? They're both on the ground right now. This is ridiculous. Okay, the guy with the Mosin is literally on like 1 HP. And there you go. He just launched his gun up in the air for some reason. Underdog victory of the century there. Okay, up next we have an unarmed person versus the Saiga. This is not gonna be good. Okay, I mean, there is a chance that somehow the guy with the fist wins this round, but as we saw, the Saiga is a little bit dangerous. Holy crap, that was instant annihilation. The Saiga won that round, yeah. Up next, we have the PM Makarov versus the OTS-14. All right, here we are on the playground. Over here, we have the OTS-14. This thing looks pretty crazy. And over here, we have the Makarov, which is just this little thing. The Glock 17 proved size does not always matter. Okay, here we go. The round has started. Ooh, okay. All right, well, the guy with the OTS is already making quite big shots here. He is just, holy crap, give the guy a chance, man. Dude, how many times is this guy gonna get shot? Shoot your gun, man. What are you doing? Dude, you gotta do something here other than just stand here. I mean, this round's over, right? Yeah, that's game right there. All right, well, the OTS won that round. All right, next up, we have the AS Val and the Draco Micro. Okay, it happens again. Over here, we have the AS Val, which, I mean, this thing looks pretty brutal. And then, of course, we got the Draco Micro over here, which, yeah, it's quite micro in comparison to the other gun. But, you know, again, who knows what could happen? Okay, they both raised their weapons. Here we go. The round's gonna start here. Let's see if size does actually matter here. The AS Val is not actually that powerful, I don't think. It's not doing as much damage as I thought it would. Granted, the Draco Micro guy is not shooting the gun! Shoot the gun! It's not in my control if these guys choose to shoot the gun or not. I can't do anything. What is happening? The bullet ricocheted off of his gun and hit him in the face. All right, well, the AS Val wins that round. All right, next up, we have the IZH-43 versus the AN-94. Okay, here at the next round, we already know what the IZH looks like, which is this gun right here. But this new gun over here, the AN-94, this thing looks kind of similar to a few other guns. But I mean, who knows? Maybe it's a really strong gun. Holy crap, give me a second to pause here, people. Holy crap. Okay, well, we're getting right into the action here. I forgot how strong the IZH is, except the fact his gun is, like, pointed way too high. Wow, that is insane. AN-94 comes in and absolutely dome pieces this guy. That is a perfect headshot right there. All right, well, the AN-94 wins that round. All right, well, we've officially made it past the first, like, circuit here, and these guns that have won are the decent guns, so. And up next, we have the VZ61 versus the PP. All right, here we are at the next round. Over here, we have the VZ61 Scorpion, or I think that's what it's called. And over here, we have the big old PP. We're familiar with these two guns, so I won't spend too long talking about them. We want to see some action. I mean, without wasting more time, let's get to fighting here. I mean, here we go. I guess we'll see who wins this round. Ooh, the PP guy immediately takes a bunch of shots here. Oh, holy crap. The guy with the Scorpion got a dome piece hit right there. Look at that. Perfect headshot right in the eye. All right, well, the Scorpion wins that round, and unfortunately, we'll have to say goodbye to PP. Up next, we have the M16 versus the Glock 17. Okay, here we are at the next round. Over here, we have the M16, and over here, we have the Glock 17. M16 raises their gun. Glock 17 is not far behind. Both of them completely missed their shots. This is not looking good so far. The Glock, you need to just shoot. Come on, man. Just shot your. Oh, there you go. You fired there. Good one. Right in the stomach. Oh, brutal. The Glock 17 comes in with another headshot there, right in the eye again. The Glock wins with another headshot. Up next, we have the Psycho 12 versus the ODS 14. Okay, here at the next round, over here we have the ODS, and over here we have the Psycho 12. Both of them raised their gun at about the same time, so this should actually be a good round here. Oh, I forgot how strong the Saiga is, dude. This thing is way too overpowered. Now nothing's happening. Hey, dude, you gotta aim downwards a little bit here. You can't just keep shooting upwards. Dude, why aim downwards, idiot? Why are you aiming even higher now? Who are you shooting at? This is great. This is good stuff here, everybody. Oh, okay, he's getting back up. He's getting up. Why is the ground hot? Why is this 2,300 degrees? What in the hell happened here? Let's stop that right now. Okay, I'm not entirely sure why that just happened. And this guy is still shooting in the air. What the hell is this round? Did he just shoot? Holy crap, he just woke back up. He's actually shooting now. I looked down at my phone so this round could end. But now he's actually shooting his gun. What is happening? This is the longest round in history. This is suddenly a much closer battle than it originally was because somehow this guy now got shot a few times. What is happening this round? Okay, there we go. Thank the Lord it's finally over. Good job, Saiga. Okay, Saiga 12 has won the round after like 3 minutes. Up next, we have the AS Val versus the AN-94. All right, here we are back in the playground. Over here, we have the AN-94, and over here, we have the AS Val. Here we go. All right, both guys raise their weapons. Let's see who wins around here. For some reason, this guy is not shooting his weapon. Oh, my Lord, the ricochet off his own gun into his head. That was brutal. Why did he not do anything? Why did these guys refuse to shoot? The AS Val won that round. Up next, we have the Scorpion versus the Glock 17. Okay, here we are. This round will be interesting because both of these guns, the Scorpion and the Glock, are both smaller guns. So it's like the battle of the small guns here. All right, well, the Scorpion raises his weapon, so does the Glock. Okay, yeah, this could be anyone. Oh my God. Holy crap. That was instantaneous. The Glock 17 got a taste of its own medicine, and the Scorpion came in with the craziest headshot ever. All right, well, the Scorpion wins that round easily. And up next, we have the Saiga 12 versus the AS Val. Okay, and contrary to last round, we have the battle of the big guns here with the Saiga 12 versus the AS Val, which both these guns are very powerful and quite large. So I guess we'll see who wins this round. Holy crap. Immediately, the AS Val raises their weapon. Oh my God, these rounds are crazy. These rounds are literally lasting like 2 seconds, with the AS Val winning that round in literally 0.5 seconds. The AS Val wins that round. And for the finale of the entire video, we have the VZ61 Scorpion versus the AS Val. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the final round of the video. Subscribe and hype. Go download the mod in the description because this mod is very cool. These guns are really realistic. I mean, here we go. Wow. Okay, immediately the AS Val raises their weapon. Already tries shooting the guy with the Scorpion. I mean, I literally didn't even get commentation off. The guy with the Scorpion is just not shooting though for some reason. I don't know why. He's not shooting. Oh my God, he did it! Holy crap! A beautiful headshot from the Scorpion, and it wins the video. Congratulations, Scorpion. You are somehow the most powerful gun, even though you're literally like the size of a pistol. Goodbye.